R&B Money.
So I started like somebody introduced me to a gentleman, Gordy, who is the son of Barry Gordy, who I kind of thought was going to be an internship, but was really like damn near a full-time job, which I didn't care.
And you still at SC at this point?
I am, yeah. And he's like, great, I like that. I don't know if you know Carrie, but like he talks really fast, and he's like, great, I love it. And I'm just like, my God, like also you know Barry Gordy, and like
Barry Gordy,
yeah, like,
I mean. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta remember, I'm so far removed from like, you know, I'm going to school full time. I'm working 40 hours a week. I'm doing whatever to make sure I survive. And you meet a guy who's like related to Barry Gordy. You're really just like, this isn't real. This is not real life. And so he and his wife had a production company, and they, I'm no lie, were like, we had this album we finished and we need to turn all the credits in. So like, here. I'm like going through, I don't know.
So you're doing admin?
Nothing. When I say I know nothing, I'm like calling, like, oh, call AFTRA. Okay. Hi, AFTRA.
Hi, AFTRA.
I have this form and I have to say that this musician did this and that. I mean, like literally talk about get it from the mud. Yeah. Just like go figure out how to deliver an album. Yep. I'm like, I don't know. It was the hardest thing I ever did in my whole life. Shout out to admin people.
And it was way different than what it is now.
It wasn't plug and play.
Phone calls and pencil writing.
And hold buttons.
And hold, oh no. It was real.
Hold, please. And you're like, do, 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 do. Hi. Oh, hi. Yeah, so, okay. Just do I put, yes. Because, and the other part was there was this immense pressure. One, I wanted to be great. And two, I didn't want to mess up. Right? Like, because the first thing I learned was like, if we don't turn this in, like, we got to pay fees and fines. And so now I'm like, you know, I didn't know at the time, like, I shouldn't have probably been delivering an album. Like, I didn't know nothing. So it's funny to me now, but like, that was it. And then I probably wasn't even there 6 months when someone else that used to work there was like, you know what? At Jive, they're hiring. And I'm like, oh, word? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get you a meeting with the president. And I'm like, okay, you know, like, so I'm so like, oh my God, like Jive Records, like, are you kidding me? Like Tribe Called Quest, like Will Smith, like what? Like I couldn't, all my favorite things in the entire world. And I'm like, you know, receptionist job. And I go for a meeting there and, you know, they're just, you know, they're interviewing me. I don't even think I told them I was in college because I was afraid that they wouldn't hire me.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, yeah, I'm available and I can do whatever and it's fine and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, okay. When I got the phone call, I tell you, I almost died. I about died. Like, I thought, like, it just didn't make any sense to me, you know, because it just doesn't, you don't know it. Again, you don't know anyone that this happens for. It wasn't Instagram where everybody's famous and knows famous people. Nobody I knew famous people. You're just going for it.
Yeah.
And so now you're in the office and like Tribe Called Quest walks in and you're like, you know, now you're talking to Kamal, aka Q-Tip, and you're, you know, driving him around everywhere. Like, that was my job, was like, answer the phone.
You got hired as a receptionist?
I got hired as a receptionist, but the good news was it was pretty much the satellite office of the New York office.
Yeah.
So you do everything.
You have to do everything. Yeah.
Mail records, you know, so-and-so's in town, drive them everywhere. Like, D-Nice. I got assigned to Derek when he didn't even know this till later. It's so funny. I'm so corny. It makes me laugh. So I was assigned to him. They would rent a car for me because I was too young to rent my own car. And I would drive them around to go eat, to go to whatever, to Derek. I was also doing, he was doing like TV show auditions and stuff. So I would just be with him like for days at a time when he was in town and like his intern, basically, like drive him everywhere. And years later, when he started to like, his DJ thing really started to be like, I don't know if you remember me, but I used to like be your intern. He was just like, oh yeah. Cause I would sit in the audition. Like, I got to see him do TV auditions. Like, I got to see everything. I used to have to go, this is so long ago, but I used to get sent over to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to go wait for Will to sign all the autographs. They'd be like, go over there and have him sign autographs. And
so you would have all the pictures and all the posters.
Yep. And I would just be sitting there, like, they just walk by, and then Benny Medina would be like, all right, you can go in now. You know, and then Will would sign all the 700,000 and then I'd drive it back. And I'd just be like, I'm the luckiest person.
You're in it.
On the planet.
You know, I was just hanging out with Will Smith.
Will, he's crazy.
Will's crazy.
Will's crazy. You know, he saw me.
He would say stuff to me. You know, he was so nice. And I would just be like, oh my God, Will Smith is nice. Oh my God. He said a joke to me. Like, it just didn't make sense. And so I love that part. Like, the discovery and the newness, and like I think as my career expanded, that's what I started to become attracted to, which is the newer generation of people and their excitement. Mm-hmm. You know, the dream in your head. Like when I met you, and they're like, "This is Tank, the new guy from Virginia, and he's a singer," and like I'm like, and you could just see like I can't wait. You know, like, I'm going to be this, you know.
I was excited back then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, that's the part that, like, you know, that you covet because, you know, then there becomes other times that you need to have sensory recall and be like, oh, yeah, I do love this, right?
Yeah.
Because you love it and then sometimes you don't because it is a tough business.
R&B Money.